Here's the 5 years.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
5 years, buddy.
Let's go.
5.
This is the Sandbox fans. We're here live at our 5-year event. Let's go! Real excited. You guys can see everyone in the background. We're here celebrating 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
It was a long time coming. Kev's getting the pipes ready for later on.
Sound check sounded good.
Twan already can't step right now. So what?
And the spray ankle has nothing to do with it either.
Morgan's on delivery.
Morgan, good timing. Good
Table
timing.
side service over here. It's the same.
But guys,
I might need to call someone to get me on one.
First and foremost, we want to shout out Sammy Carlos sponsoring the event, taking care of the food. We got, I want to say those are 12-foot subs. I don't even want to say fucking 6-foot subs.
Easy, dude.
Those things are massive. The pizza's gas. We're selling merch. We're surrounded by our friends, our family, our community. We're real excited to be here. Guys, 5 years, man.
5 years.
5 years.
I remember the first time we sat together in Lou's backyard and went through
A fire pit.
we covered the...
I was literally still drinking Coronas. That's how much.
That was the last time we were playing.
That's how young I was.
Still drinking Coronas underage.
Because Kev literally colored with Sharpie the top of Lou's pistol BB gun. we were passing around a bunch, just getting everything, in the works. And here we are 5 years later. We got
Picked up a
Twan.
straggler.
Yeah, Twan doing Sandbox MMA. We're expanding.
That might be the best acquisition since
Stop, dude. You're
the Warriors.
Since like 10 minutes of the
Since like
episode,
the Warriors acquiring KD.
I would say Drew to the Celtics is a close second.
Okay. No, we love that territory. But we want to just give some shout outs before we get into the episode. So Lou got the 5-year shirt on, a homage t-shirt you guys can only buy exclusively at our event. We collab with Nick Gonzalez and Time Away to just really make that happen. But all of our businesses, our partners, our friends that were able to collaborate, help us with the raffles, the 50-50, all that. So shout out to Strega, giving us a gift card and a little Prosecco bottle. We know everyone likes their champagne. Christine Sweet Shop. If we're not getting ice cream, she's hooking it up with a blanket and some sweets. So shout out to Christine. We got Wicked Sisters making us a fresh homemade candle basket. Obviously the Orient Heights Yacht Club for hosting us. And we got DJ Potential in the building with a YS performance. And Uncle Tony coming on later.
Mid-wedding break.
There was a lot that went into it. We literally crammed all this prep within like an hour. Most of it, Kev was just dicking around.
I was getting the vocal cords ready. I was doing my red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
On the shirts, you can look at any podcast, any business, like company, sports team. I don't know if there's a better shirt.
That came together.
I really don't think so.
Came together,
That
absolutely.
shirt's got them buck all over the place right now.
And usually we
sleeping
can't,
in this.
Usually we can't compliment Marty for anything, but we got
shout out Time Away too. Gotta shout out Time Away.
We shout out Time Away already with the teeth in the beginning.
This guy did.
Good. Kel already don't know what's going on.
Coming to the water?
But we gotta shout out to Marty. Marty was a big help in getting the event space and everything together. And then Danielle.
Where is Marty?
Marty will be here after the street hockey tournament. Look, we can't have fucking nice things for nothing. This guy, rookie mistake over here.
He's been making rookie mistakes.
This is why we make fun of Kevin, put him through tables.
Also, shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Michelle Toro for helping to set this all up.
My mother's over there slaving away while everyone's enjoying the night. Danielle was our model, helping to represent our homage tees, and she did our nice balloon arch. But guys, let's reflect on 5 years for a minute. We got the nice teas, but I want to hear everyone's favorite moment over 5 years. Because there's so many different things that we really captured.
Can I go first?
Yeah, Lou.
I think easily my favorite. I'll never forget, we did our first fantasy rankings from the Eastie studio. Shout out Mr. Leone.
And Leone was like the first believer in all this.
And I can remember, he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
But I remember just listening to Kev's first ranking list, and I think my pee is still on the seats from laughing so hard.
I used to be just the listener, and just listening to Kev's takes, I was like, I joined just so I can fucking yell in the mirror to myself, what is this guy?
To understand the logic, you just can't put it together. You really can't.
No, doctors are looking at it.
Here we are, dude. I'm pretty sure Kev made a fantasy playoff somehow last year.
I made a championship last year.
Wasn't any league that we were in.
No wonder we were in.
One of
5 years, though. Took 5 years, but we got.
Well, listen, we got a reigning champ right here.
Of course.
I'm a reigning third placer. And listen, we're trying to get back to it.
You're talking to a reigning AFC champion here.
Buddy,
Buffalo
shut
Bills.
up, will ya? Cav, give us your favorite moment out of the past 5 years.
AFC
Are we
East.
talking like actual podcast, or are we talking just overall?
Whatever your favorite
Honestly,
moment was.
I think the first ever pop-up was my favorite.
Yeah?
Because that's like, it was our first year, you know what I mean? And to see how far we came, but to see in that moment, like, obviously we're here 5 years, you know, we got updated merch, updated everything, but back then that was like, you know what I mean? It was a big deal.
Through the
And
trenches.
we had, that was we had a good turnout there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we did.
And just straight up, shout out to Steve for like always manning the shit, man. Like this is always going to be a team effort, dude. But
course.
he's always the guy. So
Thank you,
just
guy.
none of this would be even like a thought without him. So
Thank you.
let's take a minute for
comes to
that.
setup, editing, all of that. Steve takes the reins and he
Jack
kills
of
it
all
every
trades,
time.
master of a couple.
Had to learn, had to make. Say what's up. Now, hold on, come here. What's your favorite moment out of since the Sandbox the past 5 years?
Man, there's so many.
What are you putting numbers in? You look like my grandmother on a Sunday.
You know, I just keep on
For the
beating
lottery
Kevin. It just
Yeah.
can't get better than that.
I was
like a
waiting for
five-
somebody
she's
to
like
say
5
their
on
favorite
5.
moment was putting Kev through a table. I figured. Yeah, that's too.
Can I bother you for a meth?
Spring run mid podcast.
First guy that came. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, send that. He's gonna do something.
Clip it.
No,
That is
we love
mine.
that.
That is 100% mine. So
Putting
number
Kev through a
one,
table.
I did two different things, but number one, putting Kev through a table. I mean, what was I on the podcast for 4 months? Win a bet? Get the choke slam the guy
Right
through the table? Come on.
All right,
Brianna,
but
come
listen.
say what's up. Brianna, say what's up. Brianna, what's your favorite moment from since the Sandbox the past 5 years?
On the
I
spot,
have
go.
way too many. I can't point to
many?
one specific one.
Very
but I'm going to give
political.
a shout out to YS right here. I agree with a lot of the shit he says.
Thank you. See?
Oh, what?
See? There is good in the world.
Stop it.
There is
You're
good in the
also
world.
talking to a Jets fan, so
Yeah,
that's like...
yeah, please.
Yep.
Jets,
So you sided
Broncos,
with the
see you
Bills.
later.
But Twan, listen, Twan.
Say what's
My
up.
man.
Say what's up, Dante. Say what's up.
What's up?
Twan, me and you know, we got a love-hate relationship, but you gotta admit, that
all
was
love, but I
that was
love
the
the
most
hate.
solid
It's a
160 you've ever
situationship.
picked up in your life. That's a 175, 160 you're
Stop
picking
it.
up.
That's a straight 160.
I was still
Dew,
putting on holiday weight too,
Pepsi,
so.
Burger King, McDonald's, and a little bit of Taco Bell.
Fun fact, I had McDonald's this week for the first time in like
What'd you
four
get?
and a half months.
How good you like a QPC guy or are you like a dollar menu
I'm a
guy?
usual. I'm a
wait,
I get every
double cheeseburger,
every fast food
20
place I go
pack
to,
of
I got my
cookies.
usual.
Bro, can we talk about this
Two
real
double
quick?
cheeseburgers, large fry,
QPCs?
large Coke, 8-piece nugget.
Oh,
McDonald's
That's my
burgers
meal.
are
I'm hungry,
horrible. Back
dude.
to the
First of
show.
all,
Yeah.
I can't wait to absolutely muck a Sammy Carlos sandwich.
Yeah,
dude.
hey, it looks
I'm gonna
real
eat the
good.
entire fucking thing.
Shout out again.
Absolutely.
Like he is though.
Absolutely. All right, so I want to share. I honestly think this right here is my favorite moment of 5 years since the Sandbox. Right? Like we said, we started with the pop-ups. Those were great turnouts, great results. There was a lot of learning in between that, right? Like we started this, like none of this would have been possible if you didn't introduce us. Dante just wiped out in the background, but none of this would have been possible if Lou didn't put us behind a mic. Like and literally just wanted, talk. Kev thought he was gonna bring basketball in, but that never happened.
Life got crazy real quick.
I'll never give myself flowers, but I think I might have been the first guy in East Boston with a podcast.
Yeah.
I might have been.
Yeah.
The MMA countdown
Lou's
was
log. Lou's log and
log
MMA
everything.
countdown. Yeah.
20.
That was Lou's into the industry.
2019.
MMA
2019.
So Lou might have did like
shit.
2 or 3 episodes, and then that's how like this came together. We had that session in his
We
backyard.
literally did. I was like,
Yeah.
what if we just did it together?
But through the
You did
through
it
the
for
dick
MMA.
and din. What's that?
No
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. That's why he's dying to get on Sandbox.
My
MMA.
God.
I'll give you the files. Don't worry.
But that's kind of why this is my favorite moment. Like Joel came to high school with us. Like he's here today,
Doing his DJ
Meridian's represented, Carlos is represented, Paris Street's represented, all the family and friends all around. We're able to bring you two together, bring Twan together, and we're here. We're gonna talk about some football, but this is a huge accomplishment. Like we talked about what 5 years was gonna look like 5 years ago, and I don't think like this was kind of like the thought behind it. It was like, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? And we learned to edit, we learned to publish, we learned about business, like all that. We literally started this and like this is one of my bigger takeaways. Like around an ottoman, down 133 Orleans Street basement, passing around a microphone that Lou just had, sweating balls. So nothing's changed on that. But literally just like shooting the shit and like just seeing how that's like evolved. We got the youth in the community here. We do our can drives and toy drives. That's a staple to Eastie now.
Yeah,
we just have everyone in the background. So
shout out Nana first of all.
Yeah, right. Nana, of course. But there's nothing more important than all of this, and I feel like bringing people together, and I feel like that's something that we do, really well.
I think that was the one part of it we could have never anticipated was the internal support. From East Boston and just from everyone around. You know what I mean? Like it's funny. Like I remember Morgan was on vacation wearing one of the shirts, and someone was like, "Oh my God,
what is that?" Yeah,
you know what I mean? No, they recognized it.
Okay.
Like from you know what I mean? From Boston. I'm like that's just insane.
Yeah, and now we're selling tees and we're making it happen. But we're here to talk about some football, of course. Fantasy season's underway, preseason's going on. It's a fucking weekend. I need to hear fantasy football guys, plays that you love and plays that you hate this year.
Okay.
For fantasy or just love by the heart?
Well, Kev said the same thing. He was like, should this be not fantasy?
But it's kind of
it's the same thing. Like, if you think someone's going to have a good year, then they're going to perform well in fantasy football.
I'm just
Tom Brady's number one.
All right, buddy, see you later.
Yo, get the fuck out. First one, hate it, and I don't see a path to good anything. Rodgers.
Really?
Right there.
Wow. Right? Are you running off the Jets?
Nope, just him. Fantasy and as a player.
I disagree so hard.
Really?
Why?
I think they're going to ball. I think that the Jets got blue balled so hard that it's only written in the stars to be successful this year.
My only question is, he's 40. But pretty much 40. Last time we saw him, he wasn't that good.
So's Flacco.
And we still don't know if the coach can coach.
Flacco cooked with the Browns last year.
We're talking about Joe Flacco.
Flacco's backing up a guy who played 7 games between college and the NFL.
And he dragged that bum-ass team to the playoffs last year.
That bum-ass team was one of your squads last year.
Dude, don't get me wrong. I love him.
Please, this Joe Flacco shit.
Oh, my God.
We got Otto in the building.
Let's go.
Hey, how you feeling? Getting ready to perform later?
I'm feeling great because I got my boy YS by my side.
Let's go.
Oh, my God. Very political. Tell me what you feel.
Sound check was immaculate.
It was.
Immaculate.
And I need to know, what was your favorite moment? Your favorite
Take
moment
5?
from the past 5 years since the Sandbox?
Probably when me, Lou, and Serafina took on trivia.
Okay.
Buddy, recency bias. You
Tony.
don't like going to war over cheating and
Tony, what a blowout that was. What a blowout.
That was a blowout.
Yeah.
There was a poor performance on our end. Kev was like, yeah, recent history. We're talking about 1980s fucking NFL.
Dude, he would also
No,
go,
no, no.
Lou's gonna love this one.
Yeah.
Who's the best quarterback other than Tom Brady? Obviously, it's fucking Peyton.
No.
But not only that, he's like, this is a good question for you guys. What are you guys?
He did a good job with the questions. They were tough.
the questions
They were
great.
tough.
We just said that too. I agree.
The questions were very good.
Listen, cut that part out. We're not giving compliments.
He sucks.
We're gonna talk shit.
You guys will hear Uncle Tony real soon.
All right, Kev or Steve, who do you hate? I just want to know a hate. Not that I'm into hate, but you know.
I think my hate comes around.
Cousin Dante.
Take a seat. I think my hate comes around a little bit more often when it comes to like ADP. Me and Twan just had like this conversation. I can't draft Laporta and Kelsey for where they're getting taken. Like the 3rd round, that's too high for me. Gibbs is ranked 14th overall. Going before Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, I can't give him that praise yet. Do I think rookies can like continue to grow in that aspect? Yeah, absolutely. I kind of feel like what he showed us a little bit last year was like, I don't want to say peak, but I think he's like a 1,600 scrimmage yards guy.
Yeah.
Like that's what I think he is.
What would you call me crazy? But I think Laporta's. I think they're overvalued for sure. But I think Laporta is definitely above Kelsey.
It's tough for me. I think Kelsey had it down here last year, but
you know you're never gonna get like,
Yeah,
go
I
Kelsey.
understand. Yeah.
Brock Wright is better than Travis Kelsey to me.
What about Jelani Woods?
Better than Kelsey.
No, but a team that I feel like can really struggle, honestly, we talked about it a little bit too. I think the Chargers are going to have some time this year. You're talking about preseason Justin Herbert dealing with the plantar fascia, which is like a major issue, like regardless of what foot it is, if that's the plant foot, if it's a step back foot. I just feel like it's tough, and we kind of seen that reflect a little bit in the quarterback rankings. Like, he fell down to what, 14 to 17? That's a dropped range for like where Justin Herbert would go.
I mean, for sure, I'm a huge Harbaugh guy. I can't explain to you why.
I think he's going to turn it around, no doubt. It's just my take.
It's the glasses, I think. I've always been. He's got the glasses. I'm a huge fan.
Why, Lou? Why? Anything to do with you got on right now?
Well, it's funny. Everyone thinks like they're gonna run the football a ton, and like I could see that, dude. But like if you don't use Herbert the way he should, like what's the point?
No, I know.
But they have honestly like not enough, but like they have like, dude, Ladd is a fucking boss. Like anyone that didn't watch college, watch fucking Ladd McConkey tape. The guy's a monster. Josh Palmer, I also think is sneaky decent. Like he's not this stud.
No,
but like he'll suffice
He's
as a
like
receiver
Austin
3.
Collie
Like
before the hospital balls.
Yeah.
I love the seriousness.
Well, no, I mean like Peyton used to throw the hospital ball. Also, Austin Collie only.
One last guy I have to toss in there, DeAndre Swift. I don't think it's gonna work out.
It's over.
Totally agree.
Over.
Totally
like
agree.
His
got
days
paid.
His days of the elite fantasy. Again, a good back, but it's with fantasy backs, it's different. It's the fine line between a top 5 guy and a guy that's every other week.
Absolutely.
Well, why don't we move it to the wide receiver for that though? Because I actually don't think AJ Brown's a first-round guy.
No, he's not. He's not.
I don't. You have
what do you think?
You have Saquon on the team now. You have Devonta Smith, who's again just got signed, so he's gonna command the
Hurts
ball.
runs the ball.
Dude, they run
Jonathan Taylor's back. How is this guy in the top 10?
That's what I'm saying. Like, where the fuck's AJ Brown?
I don't think he's a first rounder. I don't think he's
Devontae
I
Smith
definitely
will-
think he's a wide receiver 1 though. For fantasy wise.
I think it depends.
Yes. But
I think it
Devontae
depends
think
the
he's a
way you
first
shape
round.
your
Yeah.
team.
I don't draft him though. Like if I'm looking for a wide receiver 1, I'm not drafting. I'm saying fuck it. I
Are you
got another
taking
running
Smith
back.
over him?
Fuck him.
Yes.
Taking who?
Catches
Smith?
in PPR. Yes.
Smith over? I
He
mean,
did last year.
I've already done it.
yeah, but did you did it or did you?
Where they are, yes. But if
He
I
was
were
the
to
first one on
purely take
Devontae
one, I'm
Smith
still
out of
taking
all of
AJ
us.
Brown early, but
if
like.
the Eagles literally leapfrogged the Giants to get this dude. I wanted him so bad. I'm happy with Neighbors. I think this dude's gonna ball. That's a
gonna be
player
good.
I love, but I'm gonna take the bias out of there. Player I love, Josh Jacobs, Kenneth Walker. I think these guys are gonna
Jacobs,
kill
huge.
it. I think the Packers are a great fit. I know that they have like a rookie running back that they have high expectations for, but I think Jacobs can get in the end zone 10 plus times. I don't think it's crazy on the odds because I think they have 4 wide receivers that can catch 700 plus, but I think Josh Jacobs is gonna be
Dude,
a
they got
league winner this year.
2 tight ends too. Like they actually have a 2 tight end set.
Kraft and
Tucker
Musgrave.
Kraft ain't bad. And I'm a big Musgrave guy.
I'm putting this out there now. I did put money on the Packers to make the Super Bowl.
Did you?
Good.
What about
That's
my
good.
guy
That's a
They're my
fucking good
team.
bet. It's a damn good
We're
bet.
talking about all these
Okay.
tight ends.
Love
We ain't
him.
talking about my guy Dalton Kincaid.
I love where he's getting
Number 1
drafted
target
too.
on the Bills.
His draft, his ADP is like so much lower.
He will be a top 3 tight end fantasy wise, and I'll put my
Kincaid?
house on that.
Yeah.
I
He
would.
killed Dawson Knox in the process. Exactly.
Wait.
Dawson
And
Knox.
Dawson Knox was like decent though.
Matt Milano, who? The dude's never gonna see the field again, Kev.
His-
Hold on.
Dawson
Kev
Knox
talked
is
about the
marked
Bills
for
as his
Tennessee.
deep wide receiver. MVS, gone. Chase Claypool, gone.
He used to talk about Matt Milano like he was Luke Keaton.
Yeah, right?
He's Italian, but that's what I'll give him.
Yeah. All right, I need to know what
That's where
player.
it ends.
What player is bust proof? Who's bust proof this year? I think it's Jamar Chase. I think he's bust proof.
Bijan.
What? Bijan?
Yep, I got Bijan on the
Proof
list.
meaning like
Regardless
he
of,
busts.
yeah, no way.
Dude, Josh Allen.
What do you think bust proof means, kid?
Tyreek, I guess.
I said Tyreek. I have Tyreek, Josh Allen, and Bijan on this list. Like I think.
Dude, I think McCaffrey too. Honestly,
No,
Like,
that's a lie.
crazy.
That's so tough.
If you're saying that injuries don't count, then yes. But like injuries,
Yeah,
Injuries
looking
do
at-
count,
yeah,
though.
but
Of course it counts.
they can happen. I look at
I
a
know,
guy
but I'm
like,
saying, I mean, I guess, yeah, it kind of, contradicts itself. But I'm saying, barring the injury, McCaffrey
barring the injury,
is,
100%.
Yeah,
but
obviously
like that's why he was so healthy the last like year and a half. I'm like, at what point?
Yeah.
I will say Mahomes this year in fantasy. He screwed me last year, but I mean, I think he really is, because if they have these weapons and he kind of insinuated he wants that, he wants the flashback.
I actually think what Worthy might develop into something with the Hollywood injury. It seems like he's getting the ball often in like training camp, preseason.
I don't
As
think
long
he's
as he's
good
out of
anywhere
cuffs.
other than there.
As long as
but-
he's out of cuffs, he's great.
Hold on,
Not
I think
good,
I
like-
think what Worthy is what they expected Kadarius Toney to be.
Yes,
and
yes.
he's on that bubble. I think same thing with Sky Moore too. Like I feel like they expected Sky Moore to. We talked about
How
that.
wrong were me and you about Kadarius Toney?
Yeah, no, please. I mean, the
Were you
Giants.
bad.
Were you guys going gobby
We really did think he was good.
I was happy that we traded back and still addressed receiver, but
I thought the Giants found the guy.
Yeah.
I swear to God. I thought he was the
skill
guy.
set
That's the
was
same
crazy.
draft they got Devonta Smith, right?
Yes.
It's all right because these guys thought Mac Jones was the guy. So
Want to know something?
I'm glad you said
Want to
it.
know
No,
something?
I'm-
Dude, he looks
honestly, I'm
gas
glad
in
he said it because-
Jacksonville. He looks good in Jacksonville.
Good.
Mac.
He's playing against me.
I'm glad.
Doesn't matter. It still looked good. It still looked
I'm glad
better
he
than
said it
fucking
because
Drake did
I
so
sat
far.
here and took on the chin arguments 2.5 years ago about Mac Jones being better than
wait,
Josh
where's
Allen.
Kenny?
Yeah, but yours
Kenny
was
was
just
out
from
here.
being the fact that I
No,
went from
it
New
was
England
from
to Buffalo.
everyone, bro. Everyone in New England was telling
Yeah,
me that
but
Mac
like, it
Jones was
wasn't
better
We're
than
talking
Josh
about
Allen.
Mac Jones right now. How did that fall out?
Dude, he's
Do not listen to anything that this kid says.
Marty.
It is all garbage. All garbage.
Oh, look, Cap Wall. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is this a secret roast of
Kev K.
What up, James?
I came just to goof on Kev.
James, thank you for coming. Go ahead, Kenny.
I will say, there was a lot of faults in flaws in Mac's game. He didn't have good pocket awareness. We've seen that, but we have to consider too. You give me a quarterback that you think would have succeeded at that time in that system.
Anyone else?
Stop it. Honestly, dude,
I think that was
did anyone else feel like we kicked Cam out too early? Cam?
He was done.
You can win. You could have won 9 games with Cam.
He looked like Peyton in 2015.
His arm did, but dude, you didn't need to
He
like
was
pass
in
the
the
ball
Pro
on that
Bowl
team.
and brought us to the playoffs.
I feel like we
That's
dumped
okay.
him.
And
I
you
was
lost
on the
by
dump
40 to
Cam
the
thing.
Bills?
I was on dump Cam. I just think we dumped him too early. We had like 3 conversations going on.
Remember when we went into Buffalo on that cold night and ran it down your throat?
I was at that game.
Yeah,
that game.
And that you were a Pats fan then.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I was a Bills fan.
Dude, they James.
That was the year we all went to
What
Buffalo.
are we gonna say about all of Kev's takes over the past decade? Garbage. Trash.
I'll be honest, I don't even know how he's allowed on the podcast.
I only have one thing to say to James Testa, and that is that LeBron James is the best basketball player to ever step foot on this
Listen,
planet.
I have one question that I don't think can be answered is when the Bills have a brutal year, which team is Kev hopping on next?
The Colts!
First of all, that's a hypothetical because they're not gonna
All
have.
I remember is the banner in Kev's house, the Patriots banner.
Wait, no,
He was successful. So now where's that Bills banner?
roommates were back.
now he has a Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs fucking pillow.
I covered
shirtless.
Stephon Diggs is shirtless.
I covered the Stephon Diggs side up with Keon Coleman already.
You
Don't
mean a
worry about
stain?
that.
Yeah, right.
That's not the problem with the thing. That's not like the problem with it is changing the receiver. Like that's not the problem.
I didn't get the pillow.
Shirt still off. Zesty pillow.
It was a gift. It was a gift. Now, what I do with the pillow at night when I go to bed, that's my secret and my secret only.
I sleep
Performance
on
tonight
Peyton's
is gonna
forehead
turn
every
into
night.
a TikTok meme.
There's plenty of room. There's plenty of room.
As long as it goes viral.
We're happy
On the
that
five
Kevin
head,
gets
He's the second best quarterback of all time.
You're right. He's the second best quarterback
thinking
of all
about
time.
Guys, we do gonna move
it's
this
not
on.
It's not close. Yeah, Montana's not close.
One
That's all.
spewing over here.
I agree.
all I need.
I agree.
So
Let's
now
reel it in.
we're gonna talk about breakout players. Some breakout fantasy players this year. I'm gonna start with the quarterback position. And I'm going to start with a rookie because I feel like that's just me.
I know what he's going to say.
Jaden Daniels
I
is
know.
going to blow up this year. He's going to be a top 10 quarterback. Draft Terry McLaurin. Draft Jahan Dotson. This is a Giants fan saying that. This dude threw for more passing yards than Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow was selected first overall.
You would have taken him one.
Yeah, I would have. I would have traded up to 1 to draft him for the Giants.
Knowing that the Bears were going to take Caleb, though, like,
No, I get it.
Who were you guys yelling at?
I'm going
It
breakout.
was just really loud
It
over here.
was. It was. I know, I just lost my
AR-15
voice.
breakout.
Listen, again,
AR-15 breakout. There's your boy.
AR5.
Full breakout.
Yeah?
Oh, 5?
transitioned
Anthony
away.
Richardson?
Sorry, who the fuck? Amrich, is he 5?
He didn't. He thought AR-15 was a little too on the line.
Yeah.
Too little, too on the nose.
Give me AD Mitchell.
You guys having a good
Going.
time?
Great time. I do got one more thing to add though.
Yeah.
Yeah, roast them.
I do recall about a week ago, Kev preaching to the choir about how the Bills have one of the deepest
know, we were
wide
just saying
receivers.
I just said it.
And now
Chase
they're all
Claypool
getting
cut, MVS cut.
Yeah, bye.
But at the time, it was a
Very
thing. Nowadays,
yeah,
what do you want to do?
That was last week.
Trying to
It was a
Oh my God, buddy! The Pats again turned down
Why do
by
you keep
fucking
changing the topic? We're not talking about
Ayuk. You got turned by Ayuk.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to know what we would say to MVS? Screw buddy.
Why when we talk about the Bills, he has to shift it to the Pats?
That's what he does
Because every time we talk about the Pats, it gets shifted to the Bills.
Because deep down you know which team you really love.
Give me some breakout players, guys. Give me some breakout players.
Yeah, hit me with a breakout.
I had Anthony Richardson. Dude, honestly, I don't know if we're going to call it a breakout, but I'm going to call it a resurgence. Kyler Murray's going to ball this year.
Yes.
Kyler Murray's going to ball this year.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's got like a decent roster around him. You got Trey McBride, who's a top 5 tight end.
They like Michael Wilson last year.
Michael Wilson played well, but then you draft Marvin Harrison, who is the unanimous best receiver currently per off projections. And again, Malik's close. But when you're talking about the best rookie receiver, the first name to come out of everyone's mouth is Marvin Harrison Jr. And there's a reason why. If you watch the guy play in college, he beats everybody.
To piggyback up, did you guys see what Reggie Wayne posted?
No, I didn't.
Michael Pittman said to him, he was like, hey, Reg, like, can you imagine me back then with you guys? You know what I mean? And Reggie Wayne went, brother, you wouldn't be on the field. And he really wouldn't have been.
Based. No, I know.
Based,
it was
dude.
crazy.
But no,
like, their core was insane.
But I agree with Twan. One more guy I'm going to throw out there. And I took him last year. Me and Steve talked about this a lot. We really believed in this guy. I really think Jalen Warren is going to have a big year.
I think
You
so
think
this
so?
year.
I'm on the Najee train.
I'm on the Najee train too.
I'm on the Najee
Najee.
I think we get Derrick Henry 2.0, baby, dude. I'm telling you. Derrick Henry
With what? Besides the
Little bit
weight and the
faster,
stats?
too.
Dude, he sucked in fantasy for like 3 years, and then all of a sudden, year 4, you're like, yeah, I'll get Derrick Henry in the 9th, 10th round, and he goes for 2,000 yards.
Derrick Henry's built like a fridge. Najee Harris eats too much.
No, he's not. Najee Harris is in shape, dude. He's a bull. Dude, he's good.
I like Warren.
He catches the ball better.
I'm high on Jacobs this year. We talked about it
Big Jacobs,
last
yeah.
week, but I like the pairing. I like the pairing.
Thank the Raiders for ruining him last year. Thank you.
Green Bay's a team that notoriously, whether they had Rodgers or not, was always a run team. Like, you know what I mean? They throw too, but they're a run team. You know he's gonna get carries. And I was telling Steve last week, like, at this point, even though Jacobs is still relatively young in the grand scheme of things, he can be now like that veteran guy.
Ryan
that
Grant
young locker room
2.0.
needs,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And we were
Absolutely.
saying, like,
Cedric Benson?
we were saying, even though Jacobs has been in the league for a few years now, he doesn't have much mileage on him compared to some of these other guys.
No,
you know what I mean?
and at Bama, he didn't run a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
He did
Dude,
not run a lot.
Absolutely not. I would say 2 more guys. I want to talk about guys that are a little bit deeper, too, a little bit later. I love Christian Kirk this year. I think he's the wide receiver one in Jacksonville. Romeo Doubs, dude, is literally at the bottom of
He's on my list.
Yeah, bro. Romeo Doubs, he's so low. Look, I don't want to say that I would take him before Christian Watson or Jaden Reed. I actually feel like Watson could have a sneaky year. I really do.
Don't do that to me this year, Steve.
I
After
do.
last year.
I know. I actually do, because I think the ADP is different.
Traded.
Scenario is different. He could be.
I think he's getting traded. I get a feeling he's getting traded, bro.
DJ Potential in the building. Joel, say what's up. Yo, you done a podcast, Paul? Okay. Guys, Joel,
He's done
give us a
everything.
hot take. Hold on. Played some ball in high school with Kev. Would definitely take Kev on the block. That's a fact. But he's here to play some bangers tonight. Holding it down. Joel, thank you for coming, brother.
Thank you, guys.
We wouldn't have anyone else here. Here.
Thank you. But no, let me hear one more breakout player before we move on.
Before we do that, I want to get your guys' thoughts. I'm keeping Dobbs as a 13th round keeper. I think that's great value.
I get Nico Collins.
Yeah, but
as a
weirdly
16.
enough, dude, like for some reason, he's not getting drafted off of mock drafts I'm doing on ESPN, which is ridiculous.
I do have one. Again, half the players on my list screwed me last year. Drake London with Kirk Cousins is going to be it. Like,
You
can we
guys are
stop
big
with
on
this?
Drake London. I'm not.
He's a
Kirk Cousins guy.
I'm a huge Kirk Cousins
Captain
guy.
Kirk since back
Listen,
in the day.
No. But when you go, do you like that? When you go from the worst quarterback in the league, arguably in Desmond Ridder, him and Zach Wilson, 1A, 1B in Basuda Town.
Yeah, right, Basuda Town.
Yeah, but at least Zach Wilson bangs Mills.
I know. But like, again, think about this. Drake London had an okay year last year for wide receiver 3 flex.
Yeah.
Say Kirk gets him to the 2. I think he is going to be
I think he could be a
a
solid
good 2.
Yeah, I think
Plus
so.
all those catches. Who else he's thrown to? Kyle Pitts has been the
Rondale Moore
prodigy for
just
30
got caught
years.
up.
He's going to be good. Kyle Pitts is going to be good this year, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and I'm 6'3".
Stand on a couple of crates, we'll make it happen.
You mean 8? 8 crates?
All right, we're gonna take this to the NFL. First, I have over/under for all your teams. Twan, we're starting with you. Pat's 3.5. Over/under.
Over.
Yeah?
3.5 over.
4.5 under. 4.5 under.
5.5's the under. I think 4 or 5 wins. That's the number.
4. They're winning 4, and that's it.
Bro, they might go 0-6 in the division. Like not even being a
I'm talking
They'll be running.
I'm
Who's gonna
standing
suck?
on my laurels. They're winning 4 games, and that's it.
Miami's gonna suck.
I think so. Tua got paid. We don't care.
Let's go. Both of you.
Let's go, Sandbox. Oh, Brenda.
Come say what's up.
What's up?
What's up, y'all? Danielle, come here.
I people that want to be on the podcast.
Okay.
I just want to say I am so proud of STSB.
Let's go.
Happy 5 years. Woo! Everybody pick up your drink right now. Cheers. Happy 5. Happy
Let's
Cinco.
go.
The Central Catholic original.
Yeah, right?
What is that?
Johnson.
K2, first grade. First grade. First grade.
Let's find our hot take.
Next team, Bills. The Bills gonna win more than 9.5 games.
Yes.
Got him at 10.
Yes.
10?
I got him at
I
11.
got him right at 9, but
I got him
it
at
could
11.
be 10. It could.
Got him at 11.
Would 9 win the division?
No.
No.
You know who I got to win in the division?
The fucking
Stop it with that
Jets.
stupidity.
J-E-T-S. Jets. Jets.
What's up, says the Sandbox?
Steve, do me nice, man.
Lou, the Colts 8.5.
Over. 9. They'll win 9 times.
I'm taking. I wish it was even. I would take 8. I'm gonna take the under.
I'm gonna say over. I actually think
They
the Colts
won
win that
9 last
division.
year with a guy with a mustache.
Really?
What are you talking
yeah,
about?
but
I think Houston.
guy with
I
a
think
mustache.
Houston has that division all along.
No, not even close.
I think Houston has that division all along.
I think so too. I think Houston will. I think Houston's going to put up a
Colts
lot
could
of
be a
good
wild
win
card
games.
team though.
Nah,
I think they are that team. You know when teams are like,
winning
this
the
team is
division.
supposed to win it
They're
all.
winning the
Houston
division.
Texans. I think they're actually going to do it this year.
Stop it. They're
I know,
winning
and
the division.
I don't even
They're
think-
winning the
that's
division.
not even like-
Indianapolis.
I think even if they,
I think Colts are making the playoffs. I think they win a playoff game.
I honestly think even if they didn't get
if
Diggs, they would
Richardson
have won the
plays all the
division.
games, they're winning the division by over a game. I'll put that on my life.
I would bet. What do you want to bet on it?
Pizza.
Put him through a table.
See the top. Thank God. That almost
through a
ruined the
table.
Colts.
Done deal.
Done deal.
I like my
Any
pizza. Hot
bets,
pepper
let's roll.
garlic.
Okay, let's put this in now, though. If Stroud or Richardson get hurt, it's off. More than 2 games.
More than 2 games.
More than 2 games. If Stroud's out for 6 games, it doesn't count. Or if
Dude, you got me like wanting to bargain on the games. Like, how about 3 games?
We'll go 2. 2, that's it.
2.5.
All right, last team, Bengals.
2.5 games.
2.5 games.
Bengals over under 9.5 wins.
9 under.
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 But it's rated 9.
Nine.
It's rated 9. They're not going sub 500,
What
but it's
about
rated
Uncle
9.
Tony's flock, man?
Yeah, the Ravens.
I like them this year still.
Overrated.
Absolutely. All right, overrated. We're going to the last part of this episode. NFL teams that could surprise, NFL teams that could disappoint. I'm going to put Tennessee, Washington, and Seattle all in this because I feel like they could all surprise us or they all could disappoint us. Not that Tennessee or Washington has any expectations, but I feel like they could be more than 6-win teams.
Huge Seattle guy.
Love
I
Seattle.
think Seattle could win the division.
Another team in that division, and I'm going strictly disappoint.
Cardinals?
The San Francisco 49ers are going to disappoint this
I
year.
have them at 9 wins.
They're gonna, yep, I got them.
That's kind of crazy.
9
wins. That's
9
kind of
wins.
crazy.
9-8.
That's kind of crazy.
They deal with Ayuk stuff. They're gonna dish them, and that's not gonna be. That's gonna be before the season.
He's
but
not
they're
the
gonna be
guy.
dealing
Brock
with it.
is not the guy. I put my life
You're
on
not
it.
that guy, pal.
You're not that guy, pal.
He's not going to win him a Super Bowl. Like, he'll get them 9-10 wins every year.
Yeah.
He will not get them the Super Bowl. When Christian go, like, dude,
Uncle Mike.
everything's written in the stars that it's going to be tough for San Fran.
Give me a team in the NFL this year that
With
could
the Napoli
surprise and
shirt on.
disappoint. NFL teams that could surprise and disappoint.
Surprise and disappoint. Well, the Falcons on the way up.
Yeah, buddy!
Disappoint.
You like that?
Disappoint.
You like that?
Jets.
The Jets?
Yeah!
Steve, what do you got?
Surprise is the Patriots.
Yeah!
I'll tell you why Drake May is underrated.
Yeah?
He is
I'll give you that.
phenomenal. I'm telling you, in the past, get 8 wins. How's that?
Steven Tyler on the podcast.
All right, and And the Jets suck.
Yeah. You see what I'm doing here? Well, I'm on a podcast in Boston with a bunch of fucking New Yorkers and Indianapolis.
Chad, give us a team that could surprise and disappoint this year.
Oh, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Which one? Disappoint or surprise?
Oh, surprise.
Surprise? Okay.
Uncle Russ.
AFC Championship's going to be Mahomes versus a veteran quarterback. It's either Mahomes or Russ.
Ooh, disappoint.
Houston.
Yeah! Chad, who are you going in fantasy this year?
Dude, honestly, probably you or Ray, right?
Yeah?
Fucking Jesus Christ.
2 bums! 3 bums!
No, honestly, hey, Kev, if the Bills didn't have Josh Allen, they'd literally be 0-17.
They would.
Pretty much.
But they do.
They'll go 7-10.
Hold on, Prosciutto Poppy, fresh off a flight from the West Coast. How's life been, bro?
It's good, bro. It's good. Living day to day, man. We're here.
We're happy you're here at the
Yeah.
5-year event. You've been here before all this shit, so.
Let's go. I gotta buy a shirt. I just don't want to carry it.
Would it be since the Sandbox event without Prosciutto Poppy? I don't think so.
Come on, no, not the Prosciutto.
Yeah, it would.
I don't think we've had one yet without you.
Everyone's asking what's Kev's
Soon,
performance.
real soon. Hey, he didn't wear the Crocs, so that's a
I didn't
plus.
wear the Crocs.
Nah, you gotta
I'm
move
just
around.
waiting for
You gotta start jumping.
Chad, I heard you coming to bowl tomorrow.
Yeah, we're balling.
Let's go.
Crossing up, Kev. Is that a thing?
Yeah, come tomorrow. Yeah.
That and then the street hockey
Yeah,
tournament?
that's literally what I'm doing.
Let's go, sweaty bastards at the street hockey.
Don't mention the tournament to Morgan. I'm trying to stay home. All right? Relax.
I'll let you guys go. Let's go. It's 7. I gotta go eat.
Yeah, right? But anything else, guys, that we need to mention part of this episode?
Let's just mention one more thing.
Shout out Britt Elliott's birthday
Before you
tonight.
mention that one thing, I got one last team.
Okay.
One last team, and this team is going to impress. The Las Vegas Raiders are going to impress this year.
Shut the fuck up.
Impresses in performance or record?
9-10 wins, playoff wild card.
I'll bet you they don't win more than 8. Another pizza.
Another pizza. Let's go.
That's 2 pizzas
By the way,
on the
if we
table.
both lose, we
That's
each
2
buy each other a
pizzas on the
pizza because we
table
can't
now.
go without
And we'll eat
pizza.
together. Yeah, we'll eat together. Yeah.
Birthday girl.
Hey, happy birthday, Britt! Let's go. Hold on. Because Brittany's been helping out with the podcast at Paris Street, our first associate part of the program. Shout
She's
out
an
to Brittany.
intern. She's an intern.
Brittany started the fire.
It's Lloyd.
She makes a mean black coffee.
It's Lloyd.
No, but we're excited. We got a lot to celebrate for the rest of the night. Couldn't do all this without you guys, all your commitment.
We couldn't do it without you, brother.
Of course. It's all together.
Before we end this episode, I'm just gonna set the line of over on the Bears Toronto drink tonight. 10.5.
He's already at 7.
10.5. I'm hammering the over.
And he's not making UFC tonight.
No, he's not.
Buddy, let me tell you one thing.
we got a big
Let me
screen
tell
right
you
there.
one thing right now. Drakus Duplessis is going to
That's
ragdoll
the same box
Israel
MMA.
Adesanya.
Come on.
Don't you worry,
This is
brother.
strictly
He's
basketball
taking
and
care of
football, yeah.
business. We're winning money tonight.
How about
This
this?
isn't coming out, but I want you all to know.
How about this? After the fights this week, let's jump on and talk about it.
Let's go. Let's make it happen.
Let's do
Look,
it.
guys,
Done
we're
deal,
here to
210.
celebrate the rest of the night. Thank you for joining us. Support, all the love. Let's see what the next 5 years brings.
New people, new fans,
Same authenticity. That's
Yep.
right. Nothing's gonna change.
and still 5 fucking stars.
That's always. There's so much to go in. You guys will see a lot from the event. Let's enjoy the time. Let's be together. Let's be present. You guys know the deal. Peace, love.
5 years,
stars.
5
5
stars.
years, 5 stars. Let's go. This is Sandbox. Let's go.
Go Colts, baby. Yeah.